YouTube, Science Fiction Reads, back again with another Paperback Parade tag created by Brandy at Booklectic. Criteria being you need to pick a mass market paperback from pre-1990 with some interesting cover art and talk about it. So I've once again picked something I really enjoyed. This book is going to be impossible to explain though, so this is going to be a short video because it's so full of paradoxes. And it's been a while since I read it, but I wanted to talk about it anyway. So I chose The Fall of Chronopolis by Barrington J. Bayley. What else have I read by him? A bunch of short stories, yes, because I have a collection of his short stories somewhere. Subtitle, The Last and First Days of the Chronatic Empire. So this cover art was done by Freas, who was like very, very well-known cover artist. He did art from the 50s to like the early 2000s. Lots of Yellow Spine books. He did the cover art for those. So this kind of depicts, I guess, different cities floating in space or something. It's probably not representative of the actual story, but it is pretty trippy and dreamy. And you've got like a backdrop of stars and whatnot. So this is a drug trip, really. You've got the Chronatic Empire, which is like a time-traveling empire, sort of. They patrol time, looking for paradoxes and then fixing them, but also creating paradoxes. And then they've got like this enemy, which I believe is also a human empire, called the Hegemony. And the Hegemony creates some sort of device that can erase entire cities, planets, moments in time from time itself, which puts the Chronatic Empire in chaos. And the main character kind of finds himself involved with politics and trying to stop the Hegemony. It's so confusing and so full of paradoxes. You pretty much have to just be cool with it, enjoy the ride. It's pretty trippy though. This was written in, let me see here, 1974. And as with a lot of dot paperbacks, you got an illustration in the front. That's kind of where early on in the book this ship is breaking up, when they're kind of, I think, in something like hyperspace, like they're not in normal space. And to break up in hyperspace is to be lost in time and space forever. So kind of like a lot of different depictions of hyperspace. But this was just so trippy. My favorite part would be there's these archivists who live in this small bubble outside of time, and they just keep track of everything that's ever happened or ever was, even if it's erased, so that the Chronatic Empire, when this war is over, can find it and put it back so that it exists again. So when the Hegemony like destroys a city, well, not destroys, just erases a history so that it never existed, it's still like on file in the archives. And these guys plan to bring all of that back when all of this ends. So it is absolutely wild. And again, it's got just, you could do one of these videos for almost any DAW book because the cover art is great. Freas did a lot of awesome cover art. A lot of my Brian Stableford DAW books have cover art by him. But I wish I could describe it better, but I mean, if you read reviews, it's a lot of people saying so many paradoxes, hard to explain, and they're not wrong. It is trippy. I'm not really one for time travel stories, really. I haven't read a lot, I guess, but this was so good. So many wild ideas, even if they contradict one another, to form a plot that doesn't entirely make sense. Still really cool. Check it out.